offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing a loss. First play of the game.
He was taken down behind
so some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
From the gun, it's Ward. It's his target. That's DJ Moore. He is hauled down right at that midfield straight. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Panthers 60, Panthers 70.
First down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. And a solid gain there. He gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Ready.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
You can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You've got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through.
Ready, set.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Set up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
Ward off the play fake.
This 12-yard run gave the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Inside give to Walker. Rob Flack, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. A solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short, but they've got to figure it out now. They picked up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 10.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Go. Split up.
Walker on the counter. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? More importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Go.
4th down, here's Ward. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is a tough one. Nick back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Quarterbacks will move their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Snap, they'll throw. That's incomplete left side. And no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45 and short of the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10.
Ready?
He'll throw this one. Good. And he's getting close, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's foray up the middle. That's it out 3. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
That's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarred loose, incomplete.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that call.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. This is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st down, Cardinals.
They're throwing it. This one's going to hit the ground. It's incomplete. Looking for his running back. They'll send it back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It leads to
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
The opposing 25-yard line.
And the
I
Cardinals.
love this, Dave. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Sticking to the air here. It's his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to number 30. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 now.
18-yard line.
A quarter down, 3 more to go for the these NFC West opponents. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. To begin the second here, the Cardinals definitely thinking points. Double play action. Easy stop as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
This QB is making it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
They are throwing it again. And he scores. That's a Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get the game's first points here in the second. Will Lutz now on for the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Ready,
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
That is simply a stay on schedule on the run. Nothing more, nothing less.
4 yards
on schedule.
Second and 6.
ready up.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. Big strike here to Ward. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner to the 48.
It's a gain of
21 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop or playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready. Go.
Running is Walker. The defensive effort here drives him back across midfield on their own side. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
This spot, they get 11 on second down. Nice work to cross them back. They make it third and short.
It's a gain of 12.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Let's go.
Third down. They'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Going on first down. Ward. He's over the middle. And he's able to take this one down at the 25.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that play wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Start.
Out of the shotgun. Again to Swift. That short gain is enough. Third, you set it down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense.
First and 10.
I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Come on. Hit. Hop, 7. Ready.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
Hey. Coconut. Ready.
Shotgun snap down War. Back to Samuel. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To Deebo Samuel. That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
There he is on third and short. Can't convert on third. That's to the ground and incomplete.
Intended for Deebo
Numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Ready.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Go. Go.
On fourth down, Ward. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense is looking for first and goal.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready.
Walker will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers just come back with their first points in this game. Kevin Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The Cadets set the extra point try. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Looking at all this defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing from the gun. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that one. That's his first career interception.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Get it. Let go.
It's Walker on again. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Roy Anderson that time with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
The Cardinals
It's
decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Okay, Ready?
So this one, we're going to hit the 2-minute warning. This is Walker on second. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
Ready?
More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's up in the air, too far to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
Fourth down, pass coming. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Carroll has it. Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got it deep downfield. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
The analytics are pretty clear. That's good. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. You never throw to the outside. That gets the job done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. In the red zone on first. This one's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He knew he was going to pay for throwing the guy from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. But that first primary target isn't there. Make sure you find your safety valve. Took some yards, so taking that shot, it was not for nothing.
And here's another stop made right on the line. Unexpected blitz from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead just before halftime. Extra point try now from Lutz. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, go!
He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we just soon want a final snap.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing here just before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Sets a return. It's Chuba Hubbard. This makes it up to the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
the shotgun. 49ers rush gets home, and they drop it. Offense in the hand here.
It's second down.
Second down pass play coming. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Third down and long.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Sideline down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Off road here on first. Downfield to Slow gets it. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the upright. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14.
49ers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Returning from 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready, ready! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35.
And the 49ers
11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now! Bronco 80! Look.
And the gun, it's Ward. Second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's the defender who sets the need for a splash play and players.
They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes it.
Picked up by the 49ers. 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And San Francisco takes the return lead. Touchdown. The 49ers taking the lead 7-3. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have a enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is
The
the
kicker
most
on for the
sprinting
point after.
we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket.
This taken from the 12. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Throw it. Does a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Honestly, played it as just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
So the pass block. And they're going down just shy of the 40.
16 more yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to get the Cardinals a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Gets it through the middle. And he gets down to 24 before he stops. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Complete out to the right side. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3-4 play. Right? And you don't have to settle for field goals. You could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He gets a progress here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Go!
Begins with a walker run. Space on the right. He's got room. Has some room to work. And he's going to score for a touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers breaking the lead so in the 3rd. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters. And you love those, and you appreciate that as you can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers. And what a big-time effort.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Covered with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at
offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds a man right side. This gets forward to around the 29. Play made by Will Johnson.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing it on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing now on 1st down. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. The 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Looking to throw here. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback was made for zones. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When you see zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact.
You know, Kit, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Punting unit out now.
In punt formation.
Austin McNamara will kick this away. He has it at the 13. He gets him into the deep part there now. This is out across the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the check.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10.
Get it.
Ward out to play fake. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Well
DJ
covered on that
Ward.
play. Really not a large
Brings
window
up
for him
2nd
to
and
sneak
10
that throw
at
in.
the 24-yard line.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Walker running to the right. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Walker, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Cards bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down.
Go. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Inside is caught by Samuel. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Ready.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Buying some time left. Oh, he's going to run for it. That after a small gain. It's a pickup of 4 yards.
A gain of 4
and a
yards.
conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind
First
out of
and
the
10 at
defense.
the
So
38-yard
demoralizing.
line.
So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready?
Walker on first down. Continuing to move past the 45. There he goes, right sideline. And he'll get us across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now 2 points just on the points in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
And we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Oh, look at this. The kick is blocked. Oh, and I think we envision this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know, you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. He's going to field this at the 2. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Take over first and 10.
Man, that's just something you never ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from the gun. One's complete, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
Brings up second and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Looking for a pass on second and short. And this one is launched downfield. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. Third down. And it's gone. This does not get it. It's a short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Don't throw for it. Well, caught by his running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead to 7.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin out, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Now a big play for the Cardinals as they go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught.
Conversion is
This
successful.
lead they've got
And
here in
makes
the
the
4th.
score Cardinals
Well, Brock, they wanted the
36,
2-score lead, and
49ers
they got it.
27.
And now I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus. But you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap down to Ward. Chased out to his right. He can run it. He's first down bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Ward setting the pass. His top target, Samuel, has another one. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On the double.
First down from the 42.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Okay, break.
The incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ward now. There's a screen out for Walker. He dodged the tackle. He'll get it up to the 44.
That's a defensive goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
It's going to throw here on 3rd.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Ready?
Back to throw on 1st and 10. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Not
number
on the
82.
same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's a throw. Caught quickly on the slant. He's brought down at the 17-yard line. He'll be quickly trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Sticking in the air here. to his running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
The Cardinals will line up for the two-point conversion.
Setting up to throw. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like, if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent's day better much more.
At their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for them from the 31. First and 10 here. Ward vacates quickly left side. Big strike here to Moore. At the 20. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. TJ. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two.
Here we go, here we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Ward setting up to throw. He's got the man. Complete. Gets in for the two. Successful conversion there, but it's still a 9-point deficit. Still a two-possession game. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for two, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. Good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Come out throwing. Finds on the swing. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it, and he set it down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. To pass on first and 10. He's got it to him yet again. That is good. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's 16 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. We reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Cardinals moments away from their 4th win of the year. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they could check that box.
Third and long for him here. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
To the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. Maximum. Panthers.
We'll throw this one. Ward. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Complete to number 33.
San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout.
Loss of a yard.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 24-yard line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
60 Vikings.
Throwing out on 1st down. Ward trying to push deep downfield. And they'll fire their last gas. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it.
Intercepted by the Cardinals.
1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
19 Tiger. 60
Gronk, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Throws a bullet down the left side. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar line. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's completed right side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.